Life's fucked up, what can you do? I got a dog that doesn't bark, got a car that doesn't start. I'm so poor, I'm at Walmart. Yeah, got about 50 things on my mind. Got my girl asking me where my find. I say it all the time. Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis. I remember when this shit used to exist. TikTok, Xbox, PlayStation, GTA.
Wall Street! How's everyone doing this morning? Wall Street beats Crypto and crypto, talking about cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, and the market, keeping you up to date. Please come on over, hit the bell, all notifications, become a subscriber today, become part of the Wolves. This is Wall Street Pete, used to work on the New York Mercantile Exchange in Manhattan for almost a decade, talking about how some of the best traders in the world showed Wall Street Pete what to do. Well, we're going to get into it right now. BlackRock currently owning 312,000 Bitcoin. Okay, put that into consideration. There's only so much Bitcoin. They're already owning a major share. So right now, Germany, if anyone was wondering about the fall, and if you've yet to hit the like button, please hit that like button. Germany almost done selling the Bitcoin, holding less than 5,000 tokens after latest move. So understand what's happening here. We are going to find some support, and it does seem like every time somebody's having a major sell-off, once it's done, what happens next? I think you get the clue. I think you get the hint. And the Bitcoin bottom's almost in. So let's take a peek at the Bitcoin ETF flow chart. Pay attention to the tables, right? What have we been watching here all the way into the beginning of July? You can see how we were in the negative, and now all of a sudden 143 million Bitcoin purchased, 294 million Bitcoin purchased, 216 million Bitcoin US dollars purchased, 147. Now we're into the 11th. We'll find out how much more. I think we're at the 74 price, but still, you can see what's happening. We are getting the inflows, and they're coming back, and, well, somebody's particularly buying us. Some of you are panic selling. So please be very careful with that. Total crypto market cap is 2.12 trillion market cap. As you can see from here, Bitcoin is about hovering under the 58,000. Ethereum finding some headway. I feel like Ethereum is finally going to get its move. So if you're interested in that sort of thing, good morning, Mr. Gary. I see you in the super chat, and for once, we're multi-streaming. We're actually on Twitter X right now, and we are on YouTube. So if you're interested in that, follow us at Sicto Crypto on Twitter X. The favorite and most exciting part of the day, well, what are we paying attention to here? Well, there's lots to talk about. Bitcoin is scary, ladies and gentlemen, but we do have this chart and this bullish divergence that I see right about here that has my eye. So I want to pay attention to that. If we can finish and break above 59,000 and a half. Now, this is 4-hourly chart. I want to make sure that we get to the daily. I think that we're going to find ourselves all the way coming back through here. You can see here looking like an inverted head and shoulders pattern. Got the left shoulder here in the head, and we're going to get a bounce perhaps, but we will not fall below 57,000. So if we can hold up above the 57,000, we will get resistance here coming in. This will develop a right shoulder. We will then find 59,000 one more time. A lot of you will be questioning, is this the big bottom dip? So will I. But you know what the problem with that all is we might be doing something similar to that. So please pay close attention. I'm going to put this in white, change the color here. I want people to see what I think is happening in the short-term time frame and then what is happening in the longer. So you can see here, we're probably going to break out of this pattern. If you go to the daily, there's a big falling wedge right here that we're in, ABC-like correction. This, my friends, right here, if you could watch the big picture of what I just showed you, and you may be surprised, but no surprise at all if you've been following me for a long time. This is the left shoulder that Bitcoin has developed. I do see this head, and this is where the volatility comes back all the way to the 59,000. We're going to have to create that 59,000 support after we find major resistance, right? Can't we agree with that in this box? Major resistance coming in at the 59K, and every time we've received it, we've come down more and more each time, but we are creating new higher lows each time here for Bitcoin, so that's what's keeping my mind and my thought process that, hey, we are probably reversing here, and a lot of the big whales are buying. What's up, Mr. Knox Bill? I see you in the super chat as well. Talking about these things, so these are major catalysts, major supports, and resistance levels. We have to stay above, break above, and stay there for support at the 59. You'll get one last chance at 57K, and that's where I think we'll be okay. So following what Bitcoin is doing on a longer time frame, if you see here, we did this box into the 20,000. You can also see here that this is considered maybe an inverted head somewhere here, creating a right shoulder. Same sort of thing for Bitcoin. Pay attention, right? We just talked about Bitcoin, but it's a different chart, So for the 4 hourly, that's what we watched. This is the daily. Each day represents a day. Now, I want to show you what I'm looking at for Ethereum really quick before we go back to that Bitcoin chart. I showed you an inverted head and shoulders pattern. This is similar to the Bitcoin, is what I meant to say. Stochastic oscillator on the bottom. I love this particular indicator very much. Each time we've gone down to this level here, it has been a particularly good buy. When was the last time we received that? Oh, my goodness. October. So pay attention, definitely to mention the last time we've got to received a huge bounce. I can't talk. It must be Monday, but it's not. It's Friday, actually. We received a huge jump in October. That was 1 year ago. Ladies and gentlemen, that is insane. If you see what's going on here, we received a huge liftoff. And I'm not just doing this for fun. Technical analysis is what's fun. But if we come all the way through here, you're talking about a new price of 5,600 Ethereum. Yes, pretty excited for that. It would be a new all-time high. We'd be talking about Ethereum really just making a new all-time high. That's when the ETF approval's coming anyway. So all this is a recipe and making sense. So getting back to that Bitcoin chart, if you pay attention, definitely to mention, we are still in the mix of things here. We talked about a 57,000. We talked about a 52 max pain here. And if we're going to break down to here, and you can see here on this chart how important it is, we're going to break through here. We are in trouble, but we're building support each time. And I'm finding that to be a good thing on this daily chart for Bitcoin. So watch here. Let me pull out the oscillator. We have not done that. My stochastic ATR volatility oscillator. And at this point in time on the daily, we're actually pretty high. So it's kind of concerning a little bit. We could be in just the consolidation range still. And this will come down without a big major hit on the price. As you can see, we could just be repeating at the 51,000, which is not a big deal. Not a big deal, somewhere around there. And this is what I'm looking to do. And if you really pay attention, I had the chart out here. What did I have? Oh, this is what I wanted to show you. What I think is happening and why, how big and where we're going to be. Well, if you paid attention, where are we on the chart? This is October. This is September. This is August. This is July, where we are. If you pay attention, right about to that price of the 90,000, 89,000. We received the exact same move that we received here on the last October that we got excited for before it went up, right? Well, we're talking about this move repetitive. If that does occur, you're talking about close to an 89,000 Bitcoin, 90,000. And that's where I was getting at. So my name is Wall Street Pete. I did break that down a little too long. Now that we have people in the chat, always appreciate it. Great info. Thank you so much. I do appreciate that. Who wants to go over a particular asset? Right now, we're under 10 minutes. What particular? In the comment section. You must do it now. I'll do it for proof. Here it is in the super chat, stream chat. Over here on the opposite side, someone is going to get one crypto asset we're going to talk about before we go. This is what we do for the followers. Hopefully we can do it more. I did have a 4th of July weekend I was going to talk about. 3 people participated. 3 people participated. That's why we did not do a 4th of July weekend altcoin special. There was 2,149 followers. We need more than 3 people to participate. So we'll see here who's the first person. And the first person is Chief Nation. Nation. It looked like it was Nation. It's Natron. And I do apologize for that. But we're going to do 2 just because I like the 2. We're going to stop right there. So we're going to do Solana and Ondo. I haven't seen Ondo in a long time. Wow. So let's pay attention. I haven't seen any of these in a long time. And we'll get to Solana. And we're going to eliminate, and I did say here, and this is what it's showing, a double bottom here building. That's what I was doing. I just know just by looking at the chart and my mess. And I was trying to tell people that this is going to develop. And let me tell you another thing that I've noticed, and definitely not financial advice. This is, gentlemen, twice as nice. If you pay attention, when you're wondering if Bitcoin is going to move, sometimes pay attention to all these altcoins. They usually give you an idea too. Last time I checked, and I did say that this could be happening, we were receiving a huge W. And I'll tell you right now, you buy right about now, or you buy the dip in this range, you're going to be finding yourself at $2.08. I see it. It's unreal. It's right here in front of my face, and there's a huge double bottom here, flipping old resistance into support after a nice rally, as the correction is happening here for Solana. So we're doing that for Mr. Chief. And then for M, we're going to do Ondo, Mr. Michael. That will be the only two we do today, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Ondo, and Solana. So I do hope you enjoyed the morning show. 10 minutes we try to do. We're going to go from 10 minutes to 15 minutes in the video, and just technical analysis from this point on. So I do hope you enjoy the show. Here we are talking about a $250 possible where it'd be going for Solana. But on this specific chart, you can see here we would have to break out of the $2.08 and finish a daily candle above that to be considered continuation of the bull run. So let's look and dive deep and really see what mess I had here, because I'm curious. But you can see what is going on, definitely for sure. You can see how the cycle has been performing, showing getting tops, and then what happens? Well, you can see this right here, and I'm going to maybe blow your mind. I'm not sure. Some people like this stuff. Some people still can't see it. But you can see here, that is the bearish scenario for the cryptocurrency market. That's what you're looking for. You're looking for this to have completed. That is the bearish. Now we're looking for the inverted cycle, which would be the bullish cycle. And holy cow, let's see it. So as I'm going in, a lot of you are going to just erase all this because this is what I do. And I hurt my soul sometimes when I do that because I love what I have down prior. And what do I see here? I already see a double top M rejection. Very bullish, very bullish. What happens is we continue to go down and you get these double top M formations. Well, we got the rejection right here. That's telling me already that Solana is getting ready to possibly flip. That's why that Bitcoin chart, we will be paying close attention to one with the triangle pattern on the 4-hourly chart. We have to break above that 59 to be considered continuation. So please understand that Solana is doing certain things right now. I do like what I see here with the double rejection, but I want to show you what I was talking about with the inverted. And this is about where we're at. So if you can see here, this is a big inverted head. It's very wild. You can see the right shoulder coming in here. We are either going to develop this right shoulder and continue and go to the upside here. And this is usually what happens. So you have to watch. The only thing I'm talking to you about is that $250 price. We must pay close attention to that. I would dollar cost average out probably around that price just for me. But this could be the time where you would be really upset because what happens? What happens? If this consolidation is real here, we get a flash crash and then we do get that parabolic move. It's a matter of time, ladies and gentlemen. What did I always say about this before we close Solana and go to Ondo next? When I wait for a huge breakout, I look for high roller coaster waves in the upward trajectory. That's exactly what Solana has been doing currently right here. That is a recipe for a huge either manipulation, tiny bit to the dump, but the end result, you can see where we're heading. So I'd be pretty excited what's happening right now. Do you want to look at Ondo? It's been a very long time, very, very long time. I'm going to go to the one that I'm used to going, so please give me a second as we're going to sit here and try not to really make this too long. We already made this a very long video. We'll go 2 minutes. And Ondo, I've had some old TA here, and I love it. Alrighty, so let's see what's happening here. Looking at a weekly chart. Big mess here, so let's start cleaning it up. We're talking about Ondo Finance, and I am a big believer. Every time, if you see here, what is this, a weekly chart? We don't have a lot. We don't have a real lot, but I'm going to start over here and show you what's going on. Absolutely, Solana is looking pretty strong, all right? Now, we're talking about head and shoulders patterns, so it is looking like we are close to the bottom. As you can see here, what is happening? Well, we're going to develop that right shoulder. So we do have a little bit of volatility coming for the Ondo Finance real-world assets. What are real-world assets? We're talking about trying to tokenization. We're talking about tokenizing everything in the world. Tokenize my car, tokenize a building. It'll keep track for realtors, real estate. It's probably the best thing in the world, right? It's the future. So we talk about how this is going to work one day. They can keep track of your car, keep track of your building, how many people owned it, right, through the computer system. Blockchain is amazing, ladies and gentlemen. People don't understand that blockchain is going nowhere. So Wall Street Pete revealing to you what I believe is going to happen here. Just real quick from the naked eye, looking at a big weekly chart, you can see that the trend here on the support level. So we would expect possibly 72 cents as the bottom here if it is continuing to be that M pattern. But ultimate goal, we're going to find out to be peaking around another $1.05. And then eventually, if we could break above the 105, and you can see here, that is becoming a really obvious issue here. And I'm going to fix it. 105, you can see right here, 105, March of 2024. You can see 105. This we're talking about Ondo this morning. Monday, we're talking about April 15, 2024. and then one more time. You can see here, May even got a piece of the 105. Eventually breaking out, forming the head, right? We're talking about Voltron, it feels like, and then form the right shoulder here coming down as we're consolidating. It's pretty clear. So what is happening is the money is taking profits at the head. Makes plenty of sense, right? We're getting a big lift. We're maximizing our profits. The smart money sells. The dumb money buys up here and continues to buy, but the smart money will now find that there is two candles building some support. As you can see, the last time, what did we do? Well, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2 months of support. If I had 2 months of support on this right candle here for the right shoulder, and it's August and October, holy shit, what's going to happen in October? Well, if you pay attention, definitely to mention, it's almost like baby stuff. Like, I don't want to say baby, like kid stuff. There we go. That's a little better. I feel like we're doing kid stuff here. If you can pay attention to what I think could happen, this is the bottom of the trend line. I'll put it right there. That is what we're talking about. Maybe we perhaps repeat ahead. What are we going to do? We're going to form a double top. So I would not expect Ondo to create any new all-time highs. This is my particular thought here. What'll happen? I do think that once we get to the right shoulder and we do start coming back to the upside, we're going to double top out around 137. So that's probably what I'll do. I'll probably sell some at 137 and then look to accumulate somewhere in this range. And that's what I think Ondo Finance will do before we finally get back to the upside. So my name is Wall Street Pete, sick dough in crypto. Used to work on the New York Mercantile Exchange. Worked with some of the greatest traders in the world. That's why the people screaming and yelling in the background there, the American flag up. That's where we used to go. 19 years old, 18 years old, waking up at like 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning, maybe even a little sooner, excited to go to work. Excited to go to New York, taking a ferry. $700 a month I had to pay to go across to get to New York. But guess what? I did it with a smile. Started making, I think, $20,000. By the time I left that place, I was making 6 figures. And a lot of them told me, Pete, I'm sorry, but your services here and everyone's services are not needed. There's going to be an electronic system that takes over your job, Pete. People are going to be able to trade over an electronic system. We laughed. We thought it was a joke. And here I am today. No job in the same financial, I guess, field that I was in. I have yet to find a job 18 years later in the same field. But guess what? I'm here. It's cryptocurrency. So we finally broke that curse 3 or 4 years ago. We started this channel, and a lot of people, if you wanted to know, that's why we started the channel. That's why we're here, and I thank you so much for your support. This channel is nothing without you. And if I may stay for one more second, I just want people to know that we still have a goal, and one of our goals is to become a millionaire, and it's a multimillionaire. And when we do that, we would like to not forget about the other people around this world that we live in. Let's make this world a better place. So please hit the like and subscribe. My ultimate goal one day would be to open up a shop to be able to help the homeless and less fortunate people that really need it. What's happening today, and it's really sad to say, these people are panhandling every day. Guess what? It's their fucking job. They get their fix. They enjoy their life. They find ways just like we do. And a lot of them just need one more chance. And I would love to start a show that's called One More Chance. How amazing would it be to be a millionaire, right? To get a residential place. I want to get a residential place where they could come and they have 30 to 90 days to get their shit together. It'd be like a reality TV show. We have garbage out there. Oh, I want to marry him and I want to fuck him and I want to fuck her. Let's put a reality TV show of the homeless. And let's give them one more chance. How amazing would that be? I'm sharing my idea with you. So if you want to share that idea with a millionaire and perhaps let them make it happen and give them all the fame and the idea, that's fine. But this is probably what I'm going to do. It's amazing. Could you imagine a reality TV show? Hit the like if you think this is a great idea. A reality TV show where the homeless gets one more chance. And you know what? It'll weed out the losers. The real losers will be found. You get one chance. We're going to give you a haircut. We're going to give you a place to stay. And you're going to work inside the building. There'll be a coffee shop. You'll work. And you'll have to show up. And if you don't, we'll find out who's the real loser. And guess what? There's actually a show called The Biggest Loser. Guess what? How about The Biggest Winner? I would love to make that the title. Homeless people, give them one more chance. Nobody gives a fuck. We all have our own problems. I totally get that. But what are the millionaires doing? I don't know. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. I'm sorry for the preaching at the end. Sometimes it does get old. My name is Wall Street Pete. I just want to do something different. I just want to give back. And we're talking about cryptocurrency events. We're talking about technical analysis. And I thank you very much. Have a fantastic Friday. Enjoy your weekend.